That quote from the cross is actually a quote from a psalm in the Old Testament. So it's not just something that Jesus has just said himself. And it's not necessarily, is it a doubt of Jesus doubting God, whether he's there at all? Or I put it to you, is it a doubt of God, a broken relationship where God has turned his face away? The forsakenness is not that has God abandoned him in his particular state. And what I would say is what you're hearing in that particular moment is the agony of the cross and the stark realization of what Jesus was doing on the cross. Because it wasn't just a physical death in the normal sense. Sadly, crucifixion was the most cruel form of execution that was devised. The Romans perfected it. It was meant to be, it was a cruel death. It was so bad no Roman citizen was allowed to be crucified. It was the death to display Roman authority, and people take days sometimes to die. And we could talk a lot about that, and it's horrific, Zach. And the irony that people wear crosses on their round as jewelry now is lost so often on us. But Jesus, when he died, he was bearing the sins of the world. And this goes back a lot into the Old Testament. There's images of an animal sacrifice represent you and me, and the things that we do wrong. The punishment that means beyond us would be transposed, if you like, onto that animal. And essentially, this is ultimately what Jesus said. He said to come. The things that divide you and me from God is our rebellion against him, where we go our own way. An Old Testament passage, all we like sheep have gone away. Each one of us has strayed away, but God has laid upon him the iniquity or the sin of us all. And this idea that Jesus is the ultimate sacrifice. He came primarily to restore a relationship with God, which is broken because of our rebellion. And he did that by taking the punishment for you and me. So when he was on the cross, bearing that sin, and he cries out, my God, why have you forsaken for me? Sometimes we talk about where the Father has literally turned his face away from his Son, and the breaking of that relationship between two people being so united in one for all eternity. For this moment, it's somehow mysteriously broken.